Coming up, Governor Beshear says COVID cases are significantly declining.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. A substantial decrease in COVID cases, but deaths remain high. Those were the headlines from Governor Andy Beshear's COVID briefing this afternoon. As WYMT's Zach Hawk reports, the governor says we are moving in the right direction.
On Monday, Governor Andy Beshear said there has been a significant decrease in reported COVID-19 cases.
For the most part, we have good news today. Cases are significantly, if not rapidly, declining.
He said the rapid decline may reflect testing site closures due to the winter weather, but that the downward trend is clear.
On the good news front, today's positivity, 23.51%. Still really high, but significantly down from when we had crossed 33.
And he added, this week's report shows the fifth highest weekly total since the pandemic began.
While we are moving in the right direction, there is still a whole lot of virus out there.
Citing misinformation on recent findings, the governor shared a CDC graphic meant to combine the results of all the available research.
And what it says is masks are incredibly effective in preventing people from getting COVID in the first place.
Governor Beshear also noted declining hospitalizations and improving capacity to treat patients. Zach Hawk, WYMT Mountain News.
Officials at Pfizer submitted for emergency use authorization a 2-dose vaccine for children ages 6 months to 5 years old. The FDA Advisory Committee meets February 15th to review the submission. Well, here's a closer look at today's numbers. As the governor mentioned, the positivity rate continues to decline here in the Commonwealth. The state reported 3,835 new cases today, bringing our case total to more than 1,200,000. There were 29 new deaths reported today as well, putting the Commonwealth's death toll now at more than 13,100. The positivity rate is around 23.5%. You can always find the latest COVID information on our website at WYMT.com. Well, COVID cases remain high in some eastern Kentucky counties. Laurel County saw its highest single week of positive cases last week with 1,278 new cases. Although 208 of those cases were in vaccinated people, Health Department Executive Director Mark Hensley says he still trusts the vaccine is doing what it is meant to do.
I am hopeful that we can move, forward and reduce or see a reduction in the number of new cases. And right now we have right at 44% of our population vaccinated. And we hope to keep encouraging folks to get vaccinated.
To keep up with Laurel County's COVID numbers, you can always visit the Laurel County Health Department's Facebook page.
Boy, what a nice day we had around the mountains today. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures right around or just above average. Picture perfect out there for this Monday afternoon. And if you like today, we got plenty more of it on the way as we head through the remainder of the work week. Outside right now, already dropped to freezing at UVA-wise. Clean sweep, good picture on that camera as well. I-75 at London, well, you can't see it very well, but traffic, trust me when I say, is moving well there on the interstate. Temperatures right now, many of us in the low to mid 30s, though we're dropping those temperatures as we head into the overnight. Look at Irvin already at 29. It's 28 in Monticello. Just what we've been watching the past few days. Pinpoint Doppler, a clean sweep. We've got plenty more of that on the way as we head through the work week. Lowest temperatures tonight getting down into the middle of 20s. Partly cloudy skies otherwise out there. No rain to worry about, but a weak boundary will be pushing through and dropping those temperatures into the 20s. I'll have the latest, though, on when we could see a brief warm-up and plenty of sunshine coming up in just a little bit. Steve?
All right. Thank you very much, Evan. State police arrested and charged a Breathitt County man for having sex with a dog. Troopers say they received a call Sunday evening about an animal cruelty complaint. Police arrived at Butter Point Road in Jackson and say they found evidence, including video footage, showing 30-year-old Andrew Bennett engaging in sexual activity with a dog. Bennett was arrested and charged with 1 count of sexual crimes against an animal. He was taken to the Kentucky River Regional Jail, where he awaits a preliminary hearing. In Laurel County, the sheriff's office arrested 39-year-old Richard Francione. He's accused of forcing himself into a woman's home and assaulting her. They say he drove off from the scene, but deputies located him later, saying he had burglary tools on him, which he used to break into that home. He's charged with possession of burglary tools and 4th-degree assault. A report of shots fired led to a drug bust today. The Knox County Sheriff's Department says deputies were originally called about a fight involving gunfire this afternoon in Barberville. They say they found 35-year-old Donnie Ray Scott hiding behind the house, and they say he had suspected meth on him. They say they never found a suspect or victim in connection to the shots fired complaint. Longtime Kentucky highway contractor Leonard Lawson has died. Former Governor Paul Patton confirmed Lawson's death to the Courier-Journal. The Bell County native made frequent political donations through the years to candidates in both parties. His companies were often investigated, and Lawson beat federal bid rigging charges in 2010 in a jury trial. He was also known for large donations to causes he cared about. Lawson gave $300,000 toward the Leonard Lawson Cancer Center in Pikeville. He was 82. A new bill filed in the Kentucky House would require state universities to freeze tuition for the next 4 years. House Bill 452 would apply to in-state students only. The Lexington Herald reports the bill's sponsor, Representative William Lawrence, says the rising rates of tuition are creating economic uncertainty. The bill would also create caps on how much tuition can be raised in a single year. Many Eastern Kentuckians suffer from peripheral diabetic neuropathy pain, and patients do not always receive relief from medicine and therapy. The FDA recently approved a new spinal cord stimulation treatment. Atlas Pain and Spine in Corbin has been offering the treatment for the past few months in hopes of offering a better quality of life for those in need of treatment.
When we look at the best way to treat this type of issue, it really affects quality of life, and the medications that we use for that, about 50% of patients unfortunately don't receive enough relief from that to really have a satisfactory quality of life.
Those that qualify will begin a trial treatment. If they benefit from that treatment, they will be given the option to have the permanent implant for long-term relief. The construction of a new drop-in center for Leslie County youth is announced. It will give young people a new hangout spot and is spearheaded by Mountain Comprehensive Care Center. The facility will give kids a variety of services and activities for free. Employees say this center is just the beginning.
This is the first in my region. I oversee about 7 or 8 counties in southern Kentucky. This is my first drop, but it will not be my last.
Maggard says once construction is complete, there will be a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the new center. Huck Frazier has seen his share of doctors and diagnoses, and he's only 3 years old. Huck, a learner at the Appalachian Valley Autism Center in Pikeville, has a variety of heart conditions that make his blood unable to flow to his lungs. He is heading in for his 11th surgery this week, with the staff at the Ava Center rallying behind him from home. His mom says she hopes the final surgery will give him a bit of normalcy.
This is as repaired as he will be after this surgery, and so we hope and pray that there are further developments in medicine that could help him in the future. But hopefully after this he can just be a little boy for a long time.
Staff at the center sported their Huck Wilder shirts today with a rendering of his heart and one simple message: brave with every beat. Shaping our Appalachian region is all about helping and bettering Eastern Kentucky. SOAR's Executive Director Colby Hall says they are working on a new event to address the healthcare worker shortage. He says the need is felt in Eastern Kentucky at hospitals across our region, and he hopes this event will remind students there are opportunities for jobs right here at home.
We're just going to make the case to them that they're needed here. If they're considering a career in healthcare, that they don't have to leave, that there's plenty of careers here and jobs available.
The event is next month at the Appalachian Wireless Arena in Pikeville. More than 600 students from 14 different schools in the Big Sandy will attend. Former Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley is coming to the Forum in Hazard on March 13th. The Forum will be the smallest venue on his tour, and the show is the only Kentucky stop for Frehley. Greg Napier booked the concert, and he says it's been a long road getting through COVID.
But, you know, we're just honored to get back and very grateful to be back, and we want to give everybody the best night possible.
Napier hopes the concert will kickstart a new concert season for the Forum. You can find more information on how to get tickets for the show on our website. Coming up on Mountain News at 11, invisible scars left by traumatic scenes, the help for first responders to deal with PTSD and mental health.
And things are finally quieting down after the snow, sleet, and ice of the past 6 weeks or so. I'll have the latest on how long the night's conditions last on the way.
Tune in for this week's Appalachian Hospice.